Garmin Instinct is a new watch line built for the great outdoors that has been introduced to Garmin's already wide portfolio. While the Garmin Fenix is designed to be used on walks, trail runs, and open water swims, it is not inexpensive. So the Instinct is a cost-effective alternative to the Fenix that has the same essential functionality as the Fenix but lacks some more advanced functions. The Instinct has a unique design that sets it apart from the rest of Garmin's watch lineup. It has a brighter, more colorful casing and a screen with a little sub-display that displays your numbers in a more interesting manner. It's a transflective screen, so it works well in strong light and remains on all the time. The Garmin Instinct is a new watch line built for the great outdoors that has been introduced to Garmin's already wide portfolio. While the Garmin Fenix is designed to be used on walks, trail runs, and open water swims, it is not inexpensive. So the Instinct is a cost-effective alternative to the Fenix that has the same essential functionality as the Fenix but lacks some more advanced functions. The Instinct has a unique design that sets it apart from the rest of Garmin's watch lineup. It has a brighter, more colorful casing and a screen with a little sub-display that displays your numbers in a more interesting manner. It's a transflective screen, so it works well in strong light and remains on all the time. While you won't receive the topographic mapping functionality found on Garmin's Fenix series, you will get certain navigation functions like as real-time breadcrumb trails, track back, and back to start. It's a simple experience that might benefit from a bigger screen, but it does a decent job of providing additional navigation help. If you're using it for conventional sports monitoring like running, swimming, or cycling, it works similarly to a Garmin Forerunner watch, providing accurate real-time numbers on land and in the water. You may also utilize the mode for automated rep counting, albeit it's a bit of a cumbersome procedure, and it can be used for both strength and aerobic training. It works best as a smartwatch for showing alerts, checking weather updates, and selecting among the integrated data-rich watch faces. You don't get a music player, payments, or, most importantly, support for Garmin's Connect IQ store to add more applications, data fields, or watch faces, unlike cheaper Garmin's. Overall, the Instinct is a surprisingly enjoyable watch to wear. Even without the solar model's frills, the regular Instinct still has a lot to offer outdoor enthusiasts for a lower price. Price and release date for the Garmin Instinct $399, £269, $299, $299, $299, $299, $299, $299, $299, $299. The Garmin Instinct was initially released in 2018 and can be purchased for $399, £269 and 99 pence, $299 on Garmin's website. It's the lowest of the 5 Instinct models, and it's much less expensive than the Instinct with solar charging. Design and display of Garmin Instinct case size, 45mm. Always on mode with a 1.3-inch color display. Swimming in a pool or in open water is safe. Straps that can be changed. The Garmin Instinct is designed for outdoor use, so you'd think it'd be huge and cumbersome, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. It not only checks those boxes in terms of durability, but it also does it in a way that makes it stand out in Garmin's lineup for all the right reasons. It comes in 4 various hues, and we chose the appealing pastel blue seafoam to live with. It comes in a 45mm polymer casing with a matching polymer bezel that weighs 52 grams. This is paired with a replaceable 22mm silicone strap that incorporates Garmin's Quick Fit technology, making it much simpler to switch out for official and third-party straps. The Instinct doesn't take up much room on your wrist as a whole. It's a watch that individuals with thinner wrists will like, and it's simply a pleasant, comfortable watch to wear in general. It's also been given a 10 ATM water resistance grade, which means it's safe to wear in the shower and may be worn in the pool or open water up to 10 meters deep. The Instinct is powered by a 23mm by 23mm transflective display with a 128 by 128 pixel resolution. Because it doesn't have a touchscreen, you'll have to depend on 5 physical buttons, which feature a textured feel to make them simpler to operate in any situation. Garmin watches often have this style of display, albeit the one on the Instinct is built a bit differently. It has a completely circular display as well as a smaller secondary display that may be utilized to show off extra information such as battery status or real-time heart rate data. It does require giving up some screen real estate for functions like navigation, but it really works rather well and provides high screen visibility while displaying facts in an easy-to-understand manner. It's also an always-on mode screen, with a backlight that can be turned on or off depending on whether you're monitoring a timed activity or not. Outdoor and fitness characteristics of Garmin Instinct navigation from point A to point B. Real-time breadcrumb trail. Swimming in a pool or in open water is encouraged. There are several outdoor tracking modes to choose from. There are lots of activities to track, plenty of data to dig into during and after an activity, and it also serves as a fitness tracker to keep track of steps and monitor sleep, in classic Garmin manner. Running, cycling, and swimming are the main tracking modes, and it's also about cramming some of the Fenix's helpful outdoor capabilities into the Instinct's smaller chassis. For sports such as hiking, climbing, and even skiing, there are specific modes. The navigation functions, which make it a watch that can help you find your way, are the true draw here. With the point-to-point navigation functionality, you may upload courses to follow on the watch. In addition, you'll receive real-time breadcrumb trails and tools like Back to Start and Track Back to help you navigate back home. Widgets for displaying the built-in compass and elevation data, as well as the option to set dawn and sunset alarms, are also available. On the overall, the experience of utilizing these functions is positive, however the tiny screen may be a hindrance. When you're following a route, it's basically a straight line to your goal, with space to illustrate how far you still have to go. It also used that additional screen to lead you in the proper route. Although a larger screen would be preferable, it makes excellent use of the available area to provide a satisfactory navigation experience. The Instinct does pretty much everything you'd expect from a Garmin sports watch when you're not out exploring trails and climbing mountains. There's built-in GPS for accurately tracking runs, and it outperformed the Garmin Venue 2 and Garmin Enduro in terms of accuracy. Once you've set up Garmin Connect, you can send workouts to the watch, and it works with Garmin Coach if you want to utilize Garmin's adaptive run training programs. There's an optical heart monitor on board, but it produced substantially higher maximum heart rate readings than Garmin's Herm Pro chest strap in our tests, even on steady-paced workouts. To overcome this, you may use an external heart rate monitor, and speed and cadence sensors for cycling are also supported. The pulse ox sensor, which has begun to emerge on Garmin watches and is actually available on the new Instinct Solar model, did not make the criteria. While it is a battery eater, it is a function that would be helpful to have while exercising or touring at altitude. You're getting the most of what Garmin has to offer in these areas as a fitness tracker and for keeping track of your overall health. Daily activity monitoring gives you something to tally your steps, distance traveled, and elevation with the integrated altimeter. Garmin's excellent exercise bar and auto goal features may help push you to move more throughout the day. Step counts were a few hundred steps off from a Fitbit Sense in terms of accuracy. When you go into bed with it, it gives you a breakdown of sleep stages, albeit the accuracy on detecting sleep length intervals was a touch wrong, as it was with a number of Garmin watches. It also makes space for continuous stress monitoring based on heart rate variability measures. There are also daily resting heart rate insights, as well as Garmin's body battery energy monitor, which analyzes the same HRV readings, as well as stress scores and activity, to tell you how much energy you have left for the day. Continuous heart rate monitoring seems to be far more dependable than using it for exercise, so you can rely on this data to provide helpful and important insights into your overall health. The Garmin Instinct smartwatch comes with a variety of functions. Compatible with both Android and iOS devices. Observe the notifications. Look up weather predictions. While the Fenix offers you pretty much everything Garmin has to offer in terms of smartwatch functions, the Instinct is a little more constrained. It still works with Android and iOS devices, and it can send you alerts, manage your phone's music, and check things like your calendar. Payment support, a music player, and access to Garmin's Connect IQ store to download additional applications, data fields, and widgets are all missing. Given the Instinct's distinct appearance, it's not unexpected that it hasn't been made available to developers, but it doesn't make the lack of support any less sad. What does make the cut, for the most part, works well and is well suited to the Instinct's display. Despite early fears that alerts would be difficult to see, the Instinct does a good job with this function and can reply to messages when coupled with an Android phone. It's the same thing whether checking your calendar or getting weather updates. Additional widgets may be added to display that info, and if you can live with the smartwatch fundamentals, the Instinct is a good choice. Battery life of the Garmin Instinct. Battery life of the Garmin Instinct in GPS mode, it takes 16 hours. Ultra track mode may last up to 40 hours. If you're looking for an outdoor watch that you won't have to charge every day or worry about having a charger with you, the Instinct is the watch for you. In smartwatch mode, you can anticipate up to 14 days of battery life, 16 hours while using the GPS, and up to 40 hours in Ultra Track mode, according to Garmin. This will sample GPS data less often than in full GPS mode, allowing you to receive more battery life at the cost of distance tracking accuracy. Of course, it lacks the PowerGlass solar lens technology found in the Instinct Solar, which aids in providing a battery boost when exposed to the sun. It also lacks the Expedition mode, which is included on the Instinct Solar. The Solar's wristwatch and maximum GPS battery capacity are almost twice that of the basic Instinct. While such figures may make you envy, the Instinct still stands up admirably in terms of battery life. Those claimed stats appear to live up to their promise, even with daily usage of GPS, monitoring sleep, and utilizing it for indoor exercises. It'll last you a whole week if you use it heavily, and even longer if you use it sparingly. There are no battery draining features like music streaming or the pulse oximeter, nor is there complete mapping capability. It's a device that can withstand a whole day of tracking and more. When compared to another Garmin running watch, GPS tracking showed a comparable drop-off. The ability to monitor battery status % is a small niggle that has been rectified in the Solar version. Obviously, this isn't a deal killer, but it is a little irritant that Garmin doesn't provide an alternative to the battery bars. If you're looking for a durable, feature-rich outdoor watch, this is the one to choose. Despite the lack of maps, the Instinct offers a solid collection of features that make it an excellent choice for getting out into the great outdoors. You enjoy the concept of a lightweight outdoor timepiece. Unlike many other adventure watches, the Instinct prioritizes light and tiny over huge and cumbersome. If that sounds great to you, the Instinct is a good option to consider. You don't want your Garmin watch to look like everyone else's. The Instinct is unlike any other watch in Garmin's broad line because of its pastel hues and distinctive design screen configuration. If you want to see detailed maps, don't purchase it. The Instinct lacks the topographic maps included on Garmin's more expensive Fenix line. You want a smartwatch with a lot of functions. There are Garmin watches that provide better smartwatch functions for less money if you wish to store music or make payments. You want to know how much oxygen is in your blood. You don't get a pulse ox sensor, which lets you to monitor blood oxygen during sleep and at altitude, as you do with the Instinct Solar. Are you like Garmin Forerunner 35? Please share your experience in the comments column. Take this watch in Amazon, link in the description.